Dream's WNBA playoff woes run deeper than Lexie Hull's late steal, says Analyst. Every headline tells the same story: a late rally sends the Fever into the semifinals. But look closer, and another detail emerges. It wasn't just Indiana's 7-0 run, Aaliyah Boston's layup with 7.4 seconds left, Lexie Hull's steal, or Odyssey Sims' free throw. What stood out was the frustration visible on the faces of Alisha Gray and Rhyne Howard. A tension that didn't stop there and seemed to ripple throughout the team. Even Rachel Demita pointed out the same on the latest episode of her podcast Courtside Club. What lost the Atlanta Dream that game was their inability to stay composed, and that's how the Fever ran away with the game, Demita said. We saw it in spurts this game. There was a couple times the Fever would go on a run, and then you'd see players on the Atlanta Dream arguing with each other, getting kind of frustrated. You could see the visual frustration. Well, yes. As Atlanta's lead looked in danger, the Dream displayed obvious signs of unease. In the fourth quarter alone, they committed 5 fouls and struggled to convert the few free throw opportunities they had. By the final buzzer, they had made just 5 of 11 free throws, turned the ball over 14 times compared to Indiana's 6, and accumulated a total of 22 fouls. The tension was written on every Atlanta Dream player's face. Frustration ran high, particularly for Alisha Gray and Rhyne Howard, who were briefly benched after reacting emotionally to a key call. Understandably so. Howard struggled twice to inbound the ball in the final seconds, with Lexie Hull coming from behind to poke it away, turning critical possessions into costly mistakes. That frustration, of course, spilled amongst the teammates as well. As Demita pointed out, you saw a time when Alisha Gray picked up her 3rd foul, and she went over to the bench. You could see the visible frustration, and then you could see the frustration between teammates. And that's one problem that the Indiana Fever has not struggled with this year, not after DeWanna Bonner's departure. They do not get stuck. For them, every next moment is a moment to turn things around. As Lexie Hull rightfully pointed out a week or 2 ago, I think this year we're just a tighter group. All the adversity surrounding the team forced them to bond and stick closer together, and they're reaping the benefits of that closeness. But we can't ignore the actual basketball for too long. Lexie Hull had a fabulous steal at the very end of the game to deny Atlanta a chance at victory. She perfectly predicted the inbound pass to secure Indiana's semifinal berth after an entire decade. That was huge, Demita said about her steal. And Lexie Hull, she hasn't been shooting great during this series, but Game 2? She had that dagger that changed all the momentum of that game. It's like with Lexie, she might not have the greatest shooting night, but she's going to do the little things and she's going to contribute. Regardless of what you attribute Atlanta's loss to, the loss is bound to hurt the organization. And for Indiana, murky waters lie ahead. They might have turned the tide on the Dream, but Las Vegas is going to be a different challenge, especially when the Fever is not at full strength. But what can we expect from this round 2 matchup? Let's take a look.